Economy. Financial expert Gene Marks is here to talk about that and more. Hey, Gene, thanks for coming in.
Hey, Joyce, how are you today?
I'm doing well,
Good.
thank you. Let's get to it. First, what could Romney bring to the table during head-to-head debates with President Obama?
Right, well, first of all, remember that the race is not over yet, so it could be Romney or Santorum, and both of them are going to oppose themselves to Obama by making themselves more business-friendly. Romney has the lead in that. I mean, let's not forget, he ran a very successful consulting firm for a number of years. He does have a combination of not only being very business savvy and having business experience, but he also ran a state as well, so he's got that governorship experience as well. So what Romney will bring to the table and what you're going to hear him say to contrast himself against the president is that he does have that business background and he does have that political managerial background as well, and that's something he's going to say the country's going to need.
But then there are other issues. How about and how much do issues outside of our control and perception play in economic recovery, no matter who the president is?
Amazingly enough, perception really does count a lot. I mean, when you add up the facts and the figures, a lot of people will argue whether President Obama has been anti-business or not. But certainly among Republicans and his opponents, they contrast him as being an anti-business president with all of his regulations and tax increases and all of that. When you have that perception out there, Joyce, it makes it a lot tougher to do business. I mean, I speak to a lot of clients and business owners that they are sitting on cash, they are making profits, but they're less willing to spend money, they're less willing to invest, they're less willing to hire people. They don't want to take as many risks if they're in an environment of what they perceive to be as anti-business.
Yeah, we want to point out there are perception issues on both sides here.
That's
Key
right.
indicators to watch out for this week. Take unemployment first.
Yeah, that's the big one, Joyce. So this week, the unemployment numbers come out. It'll be in two phases. The first is ADP. They're the payroll company, and they come out with their widely watched employment numbers in the middle of the week. They're expecting that the economy will add about 200,000 jobs during the last month, which is great. And then on Friday, the Department of Labor comes out with their unemployment rate, which usually should mirror ADP's report, but they are actually predicting, most economists predict, that the unemployment rate is going to stay the same as about 8.3%. I mean, Joyce, we still have 5.3 million less jobs than we had before the recession started.
Right. It's a different world right now, though. Right. Talk about consumer credit. What does that mean right now?
Well, last week, consumer spending numbers that came out were really good. And in fact, the stock market loved it. They just finished like their best quarter in the past 18 years. So this week, we're going to see consumer credit numbers come out. How much are consumers borrowing to buy some of those finances? So, it's a double-edged sword. Most people are expecting consumer credit to go up, which is a good thing because people say, the consumers are out there spending their money. But of course, the naysayers are going to be watching that closely and saying that if consumer credit goes up too high, people are putting themselves back into debt again, and that could contract the economy.
You're right about that double-edged sword.
Yeah,
Gene Marks, thanks so much for coming in of the Marks Group.
Thanks, Joyce.
See you later.
Great seeing you.
All righty. Well, in this economy, many companies have been forced to cut pay and benefits to employees, but now some are offering interesting job perks to offset their workers' frustrations. Here's Fox's Anita Vogel in Los Angeles.
It's hard to find a good job with a big paycheck and a big bonus these days. So in order to get good workers, companies are having to create a plan B to get the best and the brightest and to stay competitive.
We really try and keep the company a place where you want to be. I mean, let's face it, we spend a good portion of our waking hours here at the office working.
And with that in mind, a growing number of companies are offering unique work benefits, going beyond the usual health and financial perks in hopes